is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? Comment down below. So, today's Mojo's Motivational Mondays is all about accepting your differences. This can kind of be a second part to the one I did last week with being okay with being misunderstood. Um, and the reason why I'm bringing this topic up is because, society has all these different standards, no matter your ethnic background, your religious background, your economic background, whatever it is. There's a culture for like each category, depending on the kind of person you are, and your status are wrapped around that, because there's all these different types of standards. And it's very interesting to me that I'm even talking about this, because I used to not always think this way. This is something that just kind of evolved over time. But being okay with being different. I've always felt that I've been, different, and I couldn't pinpoint why. I went to 10 guys, 10 different elementary schools growing up. So I was always the new kid. I was always have to be in that mode of adapting to my environment, which I feel I'm pretty good at adapting. But at the same time, right, when it comes to adapting, you're adapting to the society or lifestyle of that environment or community that you're now a part of. So, dating was, always, and it's such a huge thing now. It's like almost like a sport. And I did share this a few videos back under my Brahmacharya video. And basically, I am not a dater. I've tried it, but that's not my thing. And then you kind of question yourself, like, well, maybe society's right. I haven't came across the right person, or I need to be patient, give it time. But no, it's not that at all. Come to find out, I like to be alone. I know, big shocker. A lot of people find it super hard to believe that I'm single by choice and that I'm not out there trying to be with someone. And now, don't get me wrong, you're going to have those moments. I know I do, when it's like, oh, that person's nice, or, oh, that person's attractive, or I like this person's personality. But for me, I notice those things, but it's not a desire for me to pursue that situation further. You know what I mean? And then I would question, like, maybe something is wrong, but it's not. Nothing's wrong. I just don't date. I just don't have the desire to. And yeah, you can be sexually attracted to one or the other. I'm sexually attracted to men, but it doesn't mean I want to go hop on him. You know what I mean? Now, before my dating days, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try it out, and dating's the thing to do. You know, when you see a couple, it's a nice pair, right? But I'm a lone wolf. I stand alone, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being single. I'm okay with being different, and I'm okay with also not having to explain to people, because some people will ask questions. Is everything all right? Da, da, da. Everything's fine. I just don't, you know, after going through all the stuff I've been through in my past relationships, observing other people's relationships, good and bad, it's just not my thing. I didn't know that it can even be an option for me, because growing up, especially in the earlier times, I'm 35, by the way, so in the earlier times, you see your parents, you see your grandparents, and even if your parents or your grandparents are not with their first, marriage or whoever, they eventually find somebody else. So growing up, a lot of us have seen that. So it's not a common thing to come across people who are single and happily single and happily single without the interest of wanting to date. So you never come across people like that. So that prompted me to make this video, is that you are okay. You don't have to date. You can be different and be okay with being different, being okay living life on your terms, not society's terms, not on your friends' terms, not even on your parents' terms, nobody's terms. This is your life. You are in charge of creating your life. And if it's something that, you know, it makes you different, it kind of makes you the odd duck, so be it. So be it. Maybe you have to be the first to put your foot down. Maybe you have to be the first to, and I hate to say like come out, because it's not even, for me, it's not even a coming out. It's like, I've always been this way. I just never recognized, the love that I have of being single until actually being single. I was so busy, dating and trying to make a relationship work, and trying to build a career, and trying to, I kind of forgot about myself. I didn't really know myself. You know what I mean? I'm 35 now. So now that I do know myself, after being single 3 years, and even before him, I was single for about three years. In my 20s, and even before then, like if you were to, I mean, I only count those relationships. If you were to count like the high school relationships and basically being involved, I would have almost back-to-back relationships. I didn't really have that time to get to know myself as an individual. But now that I have more time, I'm like, wow, why did I feel that there was such a need at that time? It wasn't even anything that I actually wanted or needed. You know what I mean? It was stuff planted. And when I had the time to unlearn those things and learn what I actually like and learn how I want my lifestyle to be, I was like, wait a second. So I get that I'm different, but I'm comfortable being different. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with being single. I'm okay being a lone wolf, being introverted, and having a deep connection with all of like my clients and all my personal relationships without having to get to the physical part. Because you can have some soulful, deep connections with people without the physical. Um, and what prompted me to this video, I was watching someone on Instagram. I think her name is Tara Chanel. I'll see if I can find her Instagram. I just started following her, and she does a lot of like motivational speaking, and she talks a lot about singleness. And I fell in love with her page, because sometimes you feel like you're alone. You feel like, okay, I'm different, but I don't really. Oh, it's Tara Chantel. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna show you. Can you see that? I don't think the focus is giving it justice. But anyway, sorry, it's not. It's Tara Chantel, TeraChantelle. And I saw this in the middle of the night, and she and her friend was talking about sex, and they broke it down, sacred energy exchange. And I was just amazed, because for one, I've been in situations where you can tell what kind of energy that person has uh, when you're encountering sexual activity with them. And I've been in situations where I really felt the energy, good and bad. And I was like, wow, like it's such a powerful thing. Um, but there are people, and this doesn't go for everybody, this doesn't go for everybody. But I've noticed like this hookup culture, it's, you know, it's like everything goes. And she, in the video, she said it's like a handshake. So when you're introducing yourself to someone, it's like and and she's right. That's almost how it is with the whole hookup culture. Um, like people are more freely, acceptable when it comes to exchanging in that way. And you know, and hey, my truth is not your truth. My differences don't have to be like your differences. It don't. This is not a what's right, what's wrong. It's not about that at all. I'm on here just to encourage those who may feel differently about society and the society's culture, and basically embracing your differences. It doesn't have to be a sexual thing. It could be something else. I just wanted to give an example of that. But yeah, I just wanted to come up on here and share my thoughts because, you don't have to be like everyone else. You don't have to be a photocopy of something or someone that you see that may be intriguing to other people. You can be intriguing in your own unique way. You just have to basically learn about who you are. How can you understand your uniqueness or um, appreciate your differences if you don't know who you are? So take the time to get to know who you are before you commit yourself to anyone or anything. So on that note, I want to leave those thoughts marinating in your mind. Let it marinate, wrap it up, put it in the fridge, walk away, think on it. And I will see you on the next Mojo Motivational Mondays. Bye.